Hello, everyone. I'm just coming back. Well, I'm just leaving. Excuse me. I am Ricardo Valentino, aka Imhotep Seteperon Nefermaat. Fully awakened. I want to talk about a black and white thing. A few days ago on Facebook, I seen this picture of this white lady who had painted herself black for Halloween. And I noticed that some or more black people had a problem with that than not. And so I'm just coming out of this all Caucasian bar, okay? I was up there playing pool in another city. But when I got in my car, the thought came to me about the white girl who painted herself black for Halloween. And the question was, Imhotep, what do you think about that? And because I try to meditate every day before I start my day. And my meditation deals with love and kindness and all those things, and power and, and strength and intelligence and memory and all that kind of stuff. But the question was, Imhotep, what do you think about that? After meditating and knowing where your mind is. What do you think about that? And my answer was and is, I don't have a problem with that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I look for the positive out of it. And what I found was the only difference between a black and a white person without any teaching is their color. Is their color. That's it. And then after giving my answer in my mind, my thought was I was redirected to the white nationalists, the white supremacists, the racists. Because last night I watched another video where an Asian guy was speaking to a white nationalist about his thoughts on why, or why he agrees with Donald Trump on sending immigrants back. And his answer was because of the dispositioning of Caucasians. And so because he figures with all the immigrants and different and other nationalities besides the Caucasians, besides the Europeans, that they're dispositioning the Caucasians. And so this gives them an opportunity to get more jobs and blah, 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 and stuff like that. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This is my thought. So I'm looking at this man and I'm in my mind the next day and I'm thinking, you have a problem with color because, or with races, because that's what you were taught. Without any teaching, there is no difference. Okay? Because a white person could be raised in a black neighborhood and be just like a black person, right? A black person could be raised in a white neighborhood with, under white people, right? And be just like a white person. And the black people who have a problem, or not have a problem, but sort of come or is confronted with this situation, this scenario, would say, man, see, they talk just like a white person, right? And then they would see the white person who was raised in a black neighborhood under a black family and say, "Dag, they sound just like a black person. They trying to act black. They ain't trying to act black. That's the way they were raised." And so it is with the teaching that makes the difference. If you're a white living in a white neighborhood and you're taught never to have any prejudices or if you're taught now society and peer pressure and all that different type of stuff could drive you in a different direction as you're growing. But if you're taught not to be racist, to love everyone regardless of color, never to get in a dispute with or over color, right? Like, there's not enough. This position should go to a white person, before it goes to why should it go to a different color person? Why does color matter? Color only matters if that's what you were taught. If that's what you were taught. Excuse me. I mean, I freely listen to a lot of different people to see what their thoughts are, and a lot I accept and a lot I don't accept. But because I'm about God's reality, I'm about, this is the world that we live in. This is the reality that we live in, right? And so, yes, there's some people that are messed up in their thinking and stuff like that. And so you have to accept the fact that we live with some messed up people. But in order not to be messed up, you're thinking, to be confused, or is not to have been taught that. And so when we try to live without judgment, it's about not judging people based on their race, not judging people based on anything. You hear what I'm saying? Whether they're a woman or a man or Chinese or Japanese, black, white, when we're talking about something that is common. Something common like employment. Why in the hell should it matter what color you are to be the leader of any country? Right? If you are the highest qualified individual, it should not matter. It should not matter. But in this world, because of wars and racism that was started a long time ago, this is the reason why we still have to deal with this type of matter. And so I just want to leave you with this wisdom, this advice, this education, that in this world, if you want things to work out between races, you have to learn to be colorblind. This is Imhotep Setepenra Nefer Ma'at. Have a blessed and wonderful day.